In this episode, I'm gonna show you how to make Croque Monsieur and Croque Madame. But before that, we need to make Pan de Mie. Pan de Mie is a French sandwich bread, similar to brioche, but not as rich. Take a mixing bowl and combine 1 cup 227 grams of lukewarm water, 2/3 of a cup 152 grams of milk, add 6 tablespoons 85 grams of room temperature butter, 2 1/4 of a teaspoon 14 grams of salt, 3 tablespoons 35 grams of granulated sugar, 1/4 of a cup 28 grams of dry milk, 3 tablespoons 35 grams of potato flour, 4 3/4 of a cup 570 grams of all-purpose flour, and 2 teaspoons 7 grams of instant yeast. Attach the dough hook to the mixer and let it knead on a low speed for 2 minutes until everything is incorporated. Now let's increase the speed of the mixer to medium-low and let it mix for about 5 to 6 minutes. Pan de Mie is very similar to Pullman loaf or regular sandwich bread. It is great for a variety of sandwiches and French toast. Pan de Mie usually has sugar in it, which makes it sweeter than most French breads. Our dough is ready. Take a bowl, lightly oil it, and transfer the dough in. You know, actually Croque Madame and Croque Monsieur is just an upgraded version of ham and cheese sandwich, but of course I prefer this one. Cover it with a plastic wrap and put it in a warm place for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. I got this Pullman loaf pan with cover 13 by 4 inches on Amazon. Spray it with a cooking spray, perfectly rised dough, and now let's form it into the log. The dough should rise until puffy, but not necessarily doubled in size. Transfer it into the working surface. Gently deflate the dough. First, stretch the dough with your hands. Fold it in half. Then fold the corners and shape it into 13-inch log. Place it into Pullman loaf pan and allow the dough to rise until it's just below the edge of the pan, 45 minutes to 1 hour. After the dough is raised, spray the top of the dough and pan lid with a cooking spray. And put the lid on. Now I'm gonna bake the bread at 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven for about 25 minutes. 25 minutes passed, remove the cover and return bread into the oven for additional 15 to 20 minutes until the bread is fully cooked and internal temperature of the bread should be 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove the bread from the pan to let it cool completely. Outstanding! I think I did a good job. Some Croque Monsieur and Croque Madame recipes are made with bechamel sauce, but I decided to do it with Mornay Sauce. Grate 1.5 cups of gruyere cheese and half a cup of parmesan cheese. First, let's make a roux. Get a saucepan, put it on a medium heat, add 2 ounces of butter, let it melt, add 1.5 ounces of flour. Cook it on a medium heat for about 1 minute. Pour 2 cups of room temperature milk, mix it, grate some fresh nutmeg, season it with white pepper, and cook it on a medium heat until the sauce gets thicker, approximately 3 to 5 minutes. This is the basic bechamel sauce. But adding 1 cup of gruyere cheese and half a cup of parmesan cheese will make it as Mornay sauce. Let the cheese melt. Add approximately half a cup of heavy cream. Let it cook for about 1 minute. By the way, it's an ideal sauce for mac and cheese. Remove the sauce from the heat, vigorously whisk the sauce, and add 1 egg yolk. Strain the sauce, and my Mornay sauce is ready. Cover it with a plastic wrap. Make sure that the plastic is touching the sauce to prevent skin from forming, and cool it down on an ice bath. Now let's cut the bread, toast it, and I will show you how to assemble Croque Monsieur. Cut the bread into 1-inch thick slices. Lay it down on a sheet pan. You can use silicone mat or parchment paper. and toast it in the preheated 375 degrees Fahrenheit oven for about 8 minutes, or until golden brown in color. Mornay sauce is ready. Now I'm gonna get a spoon, mix it, and then we'll assemble the sandwich. The bread is toasted, and let's assemble Croque Monsieur. Spread Mornay sauce on each of the slices, but make sure not too much. You don't want the sandwich to slide while it's in the oven. I got pretty thick slices of ham, that's why I'm adding 3 slices per sandwich. But if your slices are thin, you can add 6 to 7 slices. Add some Mornay sauce on top of the ham. Top it with gruyere cheese. Cover the sandwich with a second slice of bread. And here you can go wild. Add good amount of Mornay sauce, because I want the sauce to run over the sandwich, and cover all sides of the bread while it's in the oven. Of course, we'll cover with more gruyere cheese on top. Place the sandwiches in the preheated 420 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 20 to 25 minutes. 25 minutes passed and my beautiful Croque Monsieur is ready. Let it cool down for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll prep the egg for croque madame. Get a sauté pan, spray it with some cooking spray, take a medium-sized cookie cutter, spray it inside with the cooking spray so the egg won't stick, and add the egg in. Season it with salt and white pepper, cook it until it's done, but make sure not to overcook it, because you want this beautiful egg yolk to be runny. Transfer the egg on top of one of the Croque Monsieur. And now we got Croque Madame. The only difference between Croque Monsieur and Croque Madame is the egg. And now let's cut it and take a look how beautiful they are. And trust me, the taste is outstanding as well. Once you try it, you won't be able to stop craving for more. It's so rich and full of flavor, absolutely irresistible taste. Of course, this type of sandwich you won't be able to do in the morning before you go to work. So what do? You prep it beforehand and make it for a lunch, brunch or dinner.